Coming to you from the Amazon Games community team, it's the Lost Ark Academy Debate Club with your host, straight out of the Roxx box, it's Roxx.
Welcome to the Lost Ark Academy Debate Club. This is where our contestants debate to prove they have what it takes not to be a Mokoko. I'm Roxx, and I'm here to make sure all of our contestants are on equal footing. Right, Mokoko?
My GPS meter says otherwise.
That's a bannable offense. Anyway, let's get things started by bringing out our first contestant. Here's Grenton. Next up, we have DatModz. and Stoopzz, apparently. Okay, finally we have Bobajenny.
What happened?
Do we need to talk about something?
Can you just start the show?
Okay, yeah, let's get right into it with our warm-up debate. So for today's warm-up debate, I guess we're gonna go with what is the craziest thing in Lost Ark? I'll give both teams a minute to strategize.
I think it's animal skins. I think it gets a little hard.
Yeah, you go into a fun house, you got a maze.
You know, I feel like nobody ever really talks enough about how weird Lost Ark is. I'm talking unborn Mokoko seeds, ladybug riding, doing really questionable things on your pet ranch, and of course, I'm talking running packages for people when you're the Earth's biggest hero, and even fighting demons with battle mechs. Where else can you do that but in Arcasia? Nowhere else.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
We got a lot of them in the tank.
All right, everyone seems pretty ready to get into it, so let's start our warm-up debate.
Animal skins.
Animal skins.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah,
That's not normal at all.
Compared to going into a clown raid where you're going to an entire fun house where not only do you get shrunk down and you're put on a blackjack table to fight for your life while a little toy clown chases you with a hammer, suddenly you're doing a platforming game, then you have to do bingo with bombs. You're telling me that animal skins is crazier than that?
You're going to slay a demon dressed like a cow. You're in a very serious setting where your life is on the line in a costume.
Yeah, but a
Which
lot
sounds
of
pretty
times you put on a disguise to infiltrate and become more inconspicuous, right?
If
you're in a cow costume, you could just go down to all four and you can sneak up on the boss behind him, and he won't even see you coming, right? You pull out your axe, whack him in the back.
Don't you think it's
one and done?
I mean, can I say something right now? I've tried to stop you 5 times. There's a theme on this show.
Yeah, I had to finish what I was saying
first.
We're
in a serious setting right now.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Don't you think it's pretty weird that you're dressed as a clown?
I'm not dressed as a clown.
Dressed normally. That's very insensitive of you to say.
What do I look like right now?
A bozo.
You go,
copyrighted.
you go into a raid, and at the end of the cinematic, when you finally slay Belshazzar, you have a rat, a hippo, a dog. That's weird. That's not normal for a fantasy game. That's crazy. It's weird.
Going into a fun house to kill a demon clown is normal.
With a giant salami weapon? You know that's weird.
What do you
look
mean?
me in my eyes. Look me in my little clown eyes and tell me that that's not weird.
You look weird. I don't want to look in your eyes.
You just said it wasn't weird that I was dressed up in a serious setting. That's my point. When you're dressed up like a freaking dog, a rat pack.
Shrunk down. You have to guide your friends
fantasy
through
game.
a maze while a clown on a ball is trying to run you over and kill you.
Game.
And then if you don't successfally do it, you
it's
literally die.
It's not weird that you're taken into space and Belshazzar dropping meteors on you. It's
no,
the raid.
That's not that weird. It's not as weird as getting shrunk into a
you
clown doll.
It is weird. It's weird that you're like doing the serious fight, like Belshazzar or something.
With a giant salami weapon,
like
a banana, a shish kebab.
Yeah.
Running through saws is not weird. Do you do that in your day-to-day life?
What do you mean? It's a raid. That's okay.
No.
Raid attacks and raid patterns aren't weird. Okay.
You don't think running through some saws is weird? Getting caught by a hook and dragged away
getting hit by a meteor isn't weird?
Not when you're not in a fun house.
You're in space. What do you mean?
That's cool. I think you're just scared to go back to the fun house.
Mm-hmm. The Emporium of Fun.
This is weird.
I cannot argue with that, so we're gonna go ahead and go into a commercial break. I guess when we get back, we'll do our very serious 1 versus 1 debate.
Oh, nice to see you there. You looking for a fun time with your friends and family? Come on down to Cat-Cool Sadon Circus. We got everything you'd ever ask for. We got games, mazes, fire breathers, and explosive bingo boards. Very true. Nice horn.
All right, welcome back from our commercial break. It's time to get into our super serious 1v1 debate. Anyway, you know how it goes. First contestant has 1 minute to make their argument. Second contestant has 1 minute to make theirs. Then each contestant will have 1 minute to respond. Stoopzz and Bobajenny, today's topic is what is the most important to be added to Lost Ark? I want you both to pick your topic before, and then I'll give you a minute to strategize.
Quality of life.
Okay.
New raids.
New raids, quality of life. All right, here's your minute to strategize. Maybe think about some of your life choices if you have extra time. Do whatever you need to do.
You're wearing armor. What you talking about?
Yeah, armor.
Okay.
You throw things. You just threw that horn. Protecting myself. Think about your debate.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to approach these topics. Having new raids, really important. Gives players something to continue to do and keeps the game fresh and quality of life.
I don't like this.
What don't you like, Roxx?
Look behind you.
He's gone. Okay.
Don't prepare.
Continue. It's fine. Just keep talking.
Oh, we lost Roxx.
Yeah.
I guess we're the hosts now.
What do you think about quality of life?
I think it's, improves the quality of your life, which is good.
More convenient.
Yeah. But also new raids is good.
It's like having a microwave and instead of having to start a fire and cook your stew over.
Yeah, but microwave
8
makes it
hours.
soggy.
Yeah, but it's convenient. It
Yeah,
doesn't
so
mean it's the
sometimes
best,
convenient
yeah.
isn't the best.
Yeah, I
New
guess.
raids though, that's pog.
It is.
I should go in the Roxx box. I'll be the new host.
No, I'm okay. I'm
You
okay.
sure?
No. Anyway, debaters, are you ready?
Yes.
Stoopzz, are you ready?
Are you ready, Bobajenny?
Yeah.
Just be thankful you're not like right next to him.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm protected. You ready?
Yeah.
You still haven't answered the question. Okay, Bobajenny, I'm going to give you the floor first. You have a minute for your argument starting now.
All right, so I chose new raids because everyone knows when a new raid comes, tons of people log back on. And the reason why is that it's fresh, it's new, people want to know what's next. And usually with new raids, there's also new upgrades to your equipment. If there are less raids available for you to do, some people might feel like they're just running in circles, doing their dailies, their chaos and guardian, and they're gonna feel burnt out because they don't know what they're working for next. With new raids, it kind of creates these checkpoints for your gameplay. It's like, hey, I'm doing this right now so I can get mats to hone to get to this eye level to do the raid, and then from there you can have so many more new experiences with your friends while you're playing Lost Ark. And that's why I think new raids is super important.
All right, Stoopzz, you have 1 minute to make your first argument.
You make a lot of good points, Bobajenny. I do like raids. I think they're the most fun thing to do in the game. But QOL is about improving your moment-to-moment gameplay. It's about fixing up the UI, going back and revisiting some things in the game that may slow down your experience and making them better for the current existing player. Raids do bring people into the game, it brings players back into the game, and it's a great point for marketing and it gets everyone super excited. But just simple things like changing how card packs open and instantly reading them into your collection, being able to preview skins and things like that. Although it's not something that you'd probably slap all over like a big advertisement, it does make the game a lot more enjoyable for your current player base and the people that do come into the game for the raids because they are important. they'll have a better experience day to day when playing the game. And I think it's more about building a strong foundation and stacking things on top of that, like raids, classes, etc. You want to have a good foundation. So I think QOL and revisiting that foundation is really important.
All right, that is your minute. Bobajenny, you have 1 minute for a response.
I completely agree with everything you said for QL, but the thing is, you need to, grab people's attention. If they work together, that'd be awesome. But in general, I feel like new raids just get people going. Like they want to try. Oh, I want to get to this item level to do this mode. I want to get my other alts onto this raid as well. So it creates a lot more content in the game for people to feel more. What's the word? Like they want to continue to upgrade all of their characters and continue to play the characters that they need to in order to improve. And overall, new raids are great for learning new mechs. And yeah, I feel like new raids probably balances all the online players. Bring back a lot of online players.
All right, you squeezed it in right on time. Perfect ending. Stoopzz, you have 1 minute to respond starting now.
Yes, it brings back a lot of players, but what's the sickest thing on the patch notes, Bobajenny, it's hard to be mean to you, okay? But I'm going to step up my voice right now because I want to win this debate. I'm sick of opening shard bags one by one. You know what they added to the patch notes? I can open them all at once. Instant card pack reads. Going through the UI and having better options for my settings. It feels good, right? And that makes the gameplay experience better. The raid's cool, but when I finish the raid, I'm still experiencing the rest of the game. If they're not revisiting that, Bobajenny, and they don't make those changes, my day-to-day experience won't be as good, Roxx.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to vote for, you're Bobajenny. Bobajenny. QOL is as important as the raids. Give me back my freaking horn. It's as important as the raids, okay? Because the raids will bring you in, but we need to make sure the foundation of the game is strong. Raids are something you add on top to the foundation of the game. And even though, no, I'm not.
That's your...
You interrupted my 10. Okay.
Okay.
QOL.
I think she's scared of clowns.
Let me see that for a second. Roxx says, be quiet.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm losing control of my life.
Here you go, sir.
How did you?
Oh my goodness.
You gotta use a little force.
I ran out of
Put
steam
your
at
back
the end. I
into it.
don't know.
I think that was the end of our debate. I'm going to bring the spectator and the other clown over here to talk about that, and we'll get back with the winner shortly. All right, thank you both for joining me. I want to know what you thought, but for some reason, I have this feeling I'm not going to be able to take DatModz seriously today, so we're going to start with Grenton.
When can he ever take me seriously?
Not right now.
I think they both had very good points. Stoopzz kind of hit the nail on the head in this first argument with, just making the day-to-day more enjoyable and a smoother experience all around. But then his second argument was just him repeating, quality of life is cool over and over again. So, I mean, he had me in the first half. But Bobajenny also has a very good point because raids is the biggest thing that brings players back to the game and keeps people playing the game, just like any MMO. It's very seasonal. You have drop-offs in players, and what brings them back, it's the raids. So I definitely think that the raids is one of the most important things to keep adding. And like Stoopzz said, it's the best content in the game, so you want to make sure it continues to be the best content in the game.
All right, DatModz.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Improving your day-to-day content is very, very important, and removing that annoyance from what players are basically interacting with every day and just make it more convenient is good. But if the end game raids aren't coming in, if they're not good, people are just going to log out because there's going to be nothing to do. So I would say raids are a little bit more important than improving people's day-to-day quality of life.
I'm sorry I said I wouldn't take you seriously. That was a great assessment. I really appreciate it from both of you, and I think I have enough.
Supposed to be on my team, bozo.
All right, I think I have more than enough information to make my decision.
My nose. It's lost in the mushroom forest.
Anyway, I think I have more than enough information to make my decision and more than enough in my brain than I ever wanted to have. So I'm going to send you two back and I'll declare a winner. Stoopzz. You may be a clown, but you are not a Mokoko.
Wow! Screw you, Bozo, let's go!
All right, that's gonna do it for this really.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's gonna do it for this week's episode of the Lost Ark Academy Debate Club. Remember, none of this actually matters until the live season finale, where you, the community, will get to vote on who is and who is not a Mokoko. Thanks for joining us through whatever the this was, and we'll see you next week. Please like this video and subscribe. And your pressing of that button could change a tiny little Mokoko life. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.